Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to Into the Breach. Our rusting hulks have been working out pretty well here so far, but we still have plenty of ground to cover. So, first of all, we're definitely going to be going to Detonation Bay. After that, though, I don't really know where we want to go. We'll have a full range of choices of all the other 3 event options. We might go to the Blast Garden, just because I have no idea what Cataclysm means, and that sounds cool. Might go to Hardened Point. We'll have to see. To start off with, though, we're definitely going to Detonation Bay.
Our island suffered greatly when we turned our terraforming tech against the VEC. Still, we must defend what's left.
We got some water on this mission. There you go. What do you know? Let's get in there. Shell Scion, course. Spider. Ngugh. Alright, we got some general badness going on here. Is that what I want there? The great thing is all of this is sand, so we should be able to take a big advantage of our sand powers, but we'll see what happens here. Let us confirm our placements for now. I kind of want to leave this tile open because I'm hoping something charges up that far. None of these guys will, but if they did, then I can use the push mech to shove them in the water. Let's start the battle, though, and see what happens. Spider webs his own Scion. Interesting. Okay. So I can actually kill this one and this one with a single jump jet from here across that way. The alternative is to rocket the Scion directly, push him back into the Spider. Then we should be able to take our push mech into the middle to shove these guys into a line and then kill them all with the smoke. The egg should get bounced off our artillery and break as well, and I think that's actually a much better play. It's a little bit weirder. Oh no, because I can't stand in the smoke. I forgot everything on here is sand, so it's all going to turn into smoke tiles. Well then. I can still shove these guys out the way that way, but that's not quite as fancy. Better play then would be to push the Firefly over one so that I can then hit both of these with the airplane instead. We're going to have the Spider hatching, and the Alpha Spider is not going to get as bothered, but we should still be okay that way. Is there a better play we could do? Not that deals with both of these, specifically this building attack. Like, I could bring the Pulse Mech over here and push the Spider into the smoke. Actually, if we put the Pulse Mech here, push this guy into the smoke kills him. We push this guy over here, the artillery absorbs that damage. Then we can use the Jet Mech to come over to the side here and take out the Spider. That might actually be better in the long run, that we only have a Firefly and a Spiderling left, not a Spider who's going to keep spawning more Spiderlings. What is the difference between the Alpha Spider, anyway? Does it just have more health? Looks like it. Possibly. No, I don't know. Alright. I don't know what the big difference there is, but I think this is actually the play here. And then we come over to the side and jump him. The shield absorbs our blocking damage, so we don't even take a hit from that. And we don't take damage there either. Both of those guys die from the electricity damage. No damage taken. Spiderling hatches, shield goes there, and we get another Firefly. Alright, this should be manageable. Got a bunch of guys spawning in here now, but that's okay. Got 3 damage on here, which means our artillery can just one-shot him. We might push him into the sand and kill him with the jet. I think that's going to be the play here. Shove him into the gas. Back up 1. And kill him directly. Now we do need to get at least 12 damage done by smoke clouds at some point. Since that's actually only 6 turns of damage in the cloud now, That might be doable on this map. Let's end our turn, though, because all these guys are dead now. The only question is, I don't know if it deals 2 damage and the overkill contributes, or I have to actually hit them for 2 damage specifically. We'll find out, I suppose. This is a great lineup. I can hit them both with a single jump. He is doing nothing right now, so that's great also. He has 3 health, so the artillery can kill him outright if we want. We can push this guy into the smoke cloud. Alright, we have a good, clean clear here. Now, first thing we want to do... Actually, I don't quite have the nice clean clear I thought I did. I can teleport him into the burrower attack, though, which is fun. Doesn't quite work the way I would want, but... it's not bad. So the first thing we want to do is smoke both of these guys. Since she can stop in the smoke clouds... that works really nicely. Now we have the option to shove him over 1 onto this tile, which will block the spawn again, but kill him, which I'm okay with. Except that I can't stop here. I could move here and then teleport swap him, though, so that would work. And then we can use the artillery rocket to kill the burrower. I think that's probably the best play, because it kills the most enemies. I don't want to push from here, because it'll push him out of the smoke. So it is better for us to move here and swap him off attacking the building, and then rocket this guy. There we go. End the turn. We got to level up as well, which is always fun. 1 more burrower. Alright, victory in 1 turn. I guess we're probably not going to get that smoke kill then, because we just don't have enough smoke to put on these enemies. I could shove him over 1 and then use the reverse smoke from the rocket artillery just to make sure that we hit him with an additional smoke damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough smoke damage. Is there another easy way to do this and get the smoke credit? I can do the same thing with this guy. We can just back up and smoke his butt. It won't kill him, which is not quite as nice. But any other attack that hits him is going to send him packing anyway. And we can just jump over the Alpha Firefly. Since I can't easily put myself in the smoke and then teleport someone into it because I have my smoke pilot on the jet, which I think is still the correct play. Is there anything else that's even fancier than this? I don't think so. I think we're going to smoke this guy just for the potential of getting that 12 smoke damage. I haven't been counting, so it might not be 12, but we're going to go for it anyway. And we will kill our final Firefly here with Camilla's jet attack. What is the additional ability? Oh, we got an additional mech move for Henry. No wonder he can move so far now. That is really nice. He has 6 tiles of movement, I think? That's crazy. Alright, and Camilla... remove that guy for us, thank you very much. You're so close to leveling up, but you're not going to get there this battle, unfortunately. Is there anything worth doing? I literally can't affect this guy at all, so we're just going to end our turn. Oh, I could have done it with the smoke. What I would have had to do is move the mech over to here, create smoke there with the jet, and push them into it. So I could have gotten 1 more smoke damage if I had really tried there. We got a promotion for Henry, though, and that's nice. We're 2 experience away from a promotion for Camilla, and we protected everybody and got all our objectives, so I'll take it. Do I have a movement point in here? I probably should take that out. Give him the double range on the teleporter. That seems pretty cool. And just to double check this works the way I think it does. Yeah, so it still allows me to do the shorter range ones, not just the longer range one. Good. Yeah, so we're probably going to leave that there, because that seems pretty sweet. And what else do we need here? Nothing else at the moment, I don't think. So where do we want to go? We can go to the Storm Mill, Harden Point, or the Blast Garden. Because I don't know what Cataclysm does, I think we're going to go here just to learn. The cataclysmic failure of a terraformer in the region is destroying the land. Try not to fall into the depths. I guess we're replacing tiles with pit then. Alright. I don't know if I actually like that. Our plane can go over and do anything, and our artillery can shoot over. But our push mech might not be super useful. I guess the teleporter would be what I'd be relying on that point. Well, let's try it. I don't know if I like it, but we're going to try it and find out. Oh, it's destroying it like a tidal wave. It's just like shredding the land from the back forwards. That's not quite what I thought they meant, but we'll deal. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. These guys are all going to be remote attackers anyway. Only thing I want to be careful of is not lining them up super easily for the one spider to come in and ruin everything by just attacking all three of our guys. If we already know they can't get our jet mech, but if we can make it so they can't easily get our other mechs too, that would be preferable. I think this is fine, though. Especially if they attack here. That'd be very nice. Alright, let's confirm that placement and deal with the consequences. There's no melee enemies on the map yet, so they're not going to probably rush forwards. We have a time pod. Oh. He actually did do exactly what I didn't think he was going to do. And they did do exactly what I hoped they would do, so that's really nice of them. And he's going to die before he gets a chance to do anything, because he's standing on a cataclysm tile, which happens before enemy actions do. So we're probably going to move to here and then jump these two, because that'll kill the... Actually, it'd be better to do it the other way around. Better to jump here and then attack these two, because that'll kill the Shell Scion first, so the second attack should do 2 damage and then the smoke should kill him. Now, this guy's going to die before he gets a turn, so we're probably just going to wind up pushing him. I was originally planning to smoke out the spider and attack him, but I think this is actually a much better play. We come over to here. Is this the play? The only problem I'm seeing right now is I could push this guy over one, but only if we're not standing there. So we're probably going to teleport him. I can actually teleport him onto the Cataclysm tile. That's even better. Okay, let's do this. We're going to get the time pod, jump over here. It still only did 1 damage. That's rude. That's super rude. Alright, we're going to artillery him then, just to make sure he dies right away. We're going to use the teleport ability to say goodbye to that bug. We can just put him on the ground that's unstable. And just to make sure the spider doesn't get another turn, we smoke the egg behind us and kill him directly. We got a promotion for Camilla, which gives her 2 mech HP, which is great, because I was a little bit uncomfortable with that 2 HP plane. That makes it a little bit safer. Obviously, mech reactor power would be better, but she already has that. And the movement's already pretty good. Let us end our turn and watch those bugs fall into a pit. Bye-bye! I like this little waterfall effect here, where there was terrain, but there is no longer. That's cute. Nice little attention to detail. Well, this guy's doomed himself, so I'm okay with that. We literally don't have to do anything to him. He's just going to fall off the map before he gets a chance to act. So what we're going to do here, then, is we're going to rocket artillery him for the easy kill. He killed himself, because the Cataclysm's going to take him. And what we're going to do as well is impede these new bugs' movement as much as possible. Actually, I want to undo your move. I want you to stand here. I actually want him to stay in the same tile, but I need to be able to start there to smoke both of these. I'm going to put him here, then. Actually, can I get to here instead? This is better. There we go. We want to keep them on the edge here. And end turn. Goodbye. Farewell. Ah, we got a leaper. That's no fun. They literally can't move into the enemies here because of the smoke, because they won't place themselves in smoke. they don't have the movement to get any further out, so we auto-killed them by controlling their positioning with the smoke, which is kind of fun. Let's move our mechs like so, and clear out the remainder. Alright. Good thing the terraformer stops destroying everything right before all the buildings happen, but you know. The terrain really did all the work for us here. Alright, mission accomplished.
Looks like the grid held, thanks to you for fighting smart. We need all the power we can spare for the war ahead.
We got our final promotion, another 1,000 civilians protected, and got the time pod as well as both objectives. What's in the time pod? Weapon, hopefully? Nope, just a reactor core. Well, reactor cores are still good. And it's time for our final battle. Okay, so we know we're dealing with a Scorpion here. Is there anything I want to put power into right away? We have 1 power. I might put it into Henry's mech so we can swap from shield self to shield friendly. That might be more important on a final battle style map where we might need to protect a building from being destroyed. No. I always right click on these to turn them off, and that's not how it works. I don't know why I'm so convinced that's what it does. Alright. We don't have shield self anymore, which is a little questionable because the teleporter works really well with shield self, but this lets us protect buildings if we need to, and that might be more important here. Either way, let's get on to our final battle and see how it goes. Bring it on, Corporate HQ.
A Vec monstrosity is assaulting our tower. We have to rely on you this final time to help us.
Alright, let's go. We got a Scorpion leader and a corporate tower. Let's do this thing. Thankfully, they don't start with a Scion. They do have an Alpha Burrower, though, which I don't like. Those guys always take at least 2 turns to kill because of their high health pool and the fact that you can't push them. Okay. Leaper shouldn't be so bad. Firefly should be fine. Scorpion leader is going to be a big deal. Let's do this thing. I kind of want... I'm putting the plane in front because I'm hoping these web guys will go attack him. Let's confirm our placement, though, and go from there. 4 movement means it's most likely. We'll see what happens. I'm basically trying to force the Leaper to attack the person they can't web, and it worked out perfectly. The Scorpion also tried the same thing. That guy's really far away. That's rude. Both of those guys did what I wanted. Alright, this worked out great. I can smoke both of these guys with 1 attack. And this guy's gonna be fine. This one's a little problematic, though. I can't get over far enough to easily get over to him, and I also can't swap that far. We have a 3-tile swap range, and I can get 4 tiles away from him at best. Turns out that extra 1 movement did actually matter. I was not expecting him to go that way. If I can clear this guy, which I will by attacking with the jet mech, then I should be able to artillery him instead, and that should work out okay. Move the artillery all the way over to here. And shunt out him. The fact that this guy can't actually be killed now is a little bit problematic. Can't do anything to him this turn. But I think we're just going to put a shield on one of our buildings. I actually like shielding this one. But I kind of want him to be more central. So let's move Henry around this side and shield that building. Alright, let's end our turn. We're going to need to put the hurt on this guy in a second. But as of right now, we're still okay. They have a Shell Scion now, which is pretty bad. The Alpha Burrower went to the back. This is actually pretty bad overall. We can take out the Shell Scion with the artillery from here. A 2-damage hit will kill it. Is there a better way to deal with all the rest of these guys, though? Because I can push here, which will mean that this building is no longer threatened, and the Alpha kills him, because he does... Oh, no, he only does 2 damage each attack. But he does push, so it would hit him out the way. But then we can't deal with the Alpha Burrower. No, we can use the plane on the Alpha Burrower. That'll work out. Okay, I think this will work. If we move over to here with the artillery, we can fire at the shell scion, which needs to go down this turn. We can repulse here. We still haven't done anything to the Scorpion Leader, and that's getting worrying, because we only have 2 turns left to kill it, and it's got a lot of health. We still aren't going to kill the Alpha Burrower. This is going to get out of hand really fast, isn't it? Is there a better way? Because I can push this guy over and then hit them both with the plane, but then I can't do anything to the Burrower. And we had to kill the Shell Scion, I think, to have any reasonable chance of staying ahead of this curve here. I could have used the rocket mech to attack the Burrower, but because the Shell Scion is there, it wouldn't have killed him. Could I have used the plane to kill the Shell Scion? No, I think he's too far away, because he was here, right? The plane can't get that far, so I had to use the rocket mech if I wanted to kill it this turn. So let's repulse here. Because that's going to push him out of the way before he gets to attack. And we're actually going to protect both of these buildings with a smoke cloud. That should help. I don't really like that we haven't done anything to the Scorpion Leader, and he has like 7 HP, so we're really going to have to start pounding him in the next 2 turns. But there's going to be more enemies spawning, so I don't know if we're going to be able to even kill him here, which is really worrying. Thankfully, most of the map is now smoke, but still, I don't know if this is going to work. And that is uncomfortable. There goes his attack. Firefly attacks the mountain. Artillery and an Alpha Firefly. He goes back to do the exact same thing. Burrower comes back on the other side. Alright, well we can kill these 2 with 1 jet attack. But these guys also attacking here is not wonderful for us. Not wonderful for us at all. Now I can move here and just put smoke on him. The problem is, I don't know if there's a better play here. I can push him over 1, we can tank this instead. Henry only has 5 tiles of movement, so we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we can't get him all the way over behind here or anything like that. I could teleport this guy into a position that might help. Is there a play that lets me go 1, 2, 3, 4? No, I can't get behind him. So if I could get behind him, I could push him this way. Actually, I could just teleport him this way. This guy's a problem though, because I don't think we can easily deal with him and everything else. I can either we can just tank this attack, that's fine, but I can't move him if I want to tank that attack. I have to do something else to it. Because it's going to shoot straight at our corporate HQ, which we can't allow. We also have to start putting the hurt on this boss, because otherwise it's just going to kill us. We're going to fail that Destroy the Scorpion Leader objective, and we sure as heck want those accomplishing all objectives achievements. Because that gives us that free reward, probably a weapon, which would be really nice right about now. Is there a way we can do this that smoke's there? I don't think so. I could move the rocket artillery here and shoot this guy into this one. That'll kill both of those 2. That frees up the plane to take another maneuver here. I could use it to jump over this guy and smoke him out, and then we'd have the pulse mech free to deal with these 2, but I can't use 1 pulse mech maneuver to stop both those attacks. I can either body block this, which kills me, because I don't have the armor that Abe has, or I could push him over, which doesn't do anything about the scarab in the back. Because all of the maneuvers that I see rely on me being able to use either nothing to free this guy up or not getting rid of the scarab. Because I can't attack here and then move back in the way either. I don't have that repositioning ability. Let's see here. I either need to use the jet or the artillery to clear these two. I can't even do it by just shielding this building, because this guy's attack hits both of these, and then it would hit this one again. Gotta really puzzle this one out, I think. So I can just bump him back a tile, but that doesn't accomplish anything. Not long term, anyway. We need this Scorpion boss to die, and if we want him to die, we have to start hitting him right now, because he does have like 7 HP. I can hit him into the artillery mech with a shot directly from here, which would hit him for 4, but that doesn't solve the problem that we're actually stuck here. I can teleport the Leaper into his attack, but that would mean he's still going to kill this building. Then I just have the Pulse Mech here, or the Firefly here to deal with something other than the Pulse Mech, but I don't know if that's going to work either. Because this guy can't stay here and still attack. If we move the Burrower over to this side, we swap those two. These guys are side by side. We take the artillery over and we rocket them into each other. It kills the Burrower, does a bunch of damage to him, but he still doesn't move. And I still have all these 3 guys to deal with. There's just a lot of enemies on the map right now, and given that our Pulse Mech can't do damage directly, it's making things very difficult for us. I don't know if there's a better course of action that doesn't deal with this Scorpion. And the problem with that is if we don't deal with him this turn, he's going to move over and attack something else next turn. Now, if I were to move... If I can smoke this guy out, then I could swap their places, but then he's just hitting Abe instead, which is not as good as having him hit the boss. I could stand here and jump over these two with the smoke. It'll deal a bunch of damage to our Pulse Mech. But then I can swap the Alpha Firefly into attacking the Scorpion Leader. That'll mean he takes 6 damage this turn, 7 damage this turn, so I can kill him that way. That might be the maneuver just because it kills the boss. Then we use the Rocket Artillery to push these two into each other and kill them, and we use the Pulse Mech to swap these guys so he kills the the leader for us. We take 1 building damage most likely here because of that lob, but I don't think there's a better play because this one also kills the Scorpion Leader. It sucks we have to do a bunch of damage to Henry here, but I think that's still the best play. No, it's... Yes, it is. I have to start from here, though. I have to start from here and go backwards, not start from here and go forwards, because then I'd body block for the Firefly here. So this is what it would look like. We can move through the enemy, swap him over 1. How much health does he have? Plenty, okay. It sucks that this building gets hit, We've had really good power consumption so far, so it's possible that when we use grid defense saves, we might get the resist here that we need, but I wouldn't count on it. We're probably going to take at least 1 building damage here. It seems to be the case that I just can't do quite enough damage with this team to clear these guys fast enough, probably because we can't easily kill things with the pulse mech. But we'll see what happens here. That hurts. But so it goes. We killed the leader, and that's the big thing here in this turn. We have a leaper. So far I'm fine with this. I can shove this guy into the spider, and then I can bring the artillery around and smash them both. We should be able to clear these guys this turn, so this should be fine. If we do a push here, it kills the leaper. If we bring the artillery around, it kills him and puts him in smoke. And we bring the jet around. Oh no, it's not going to quite kill this guy, but that's fine. Hits him for 2 anyway. Gonna bring him down to 1 health. Alright, well, that was maybe not perfect, but it was pretty darn good, I have to say, so I think it'll do.
I must admit that was an impressive performance. We will rest easier knowing that the Vec monstrosity no longer infests our island.
Alright, we got all the accomplishments, is what we needed, even though we didn't protect all the civilians, unfortunately. It's kind of unfortunate, given especially that we have an achievement to power up our grid defense twice, and we've still only managed to do it once after 3 islands. These guys are just a little bit tougher to keep people alive with. Let's continue, though.
You completed every mission on RST despite the odds. You've earned my respect, Rusting Hulks, and everything we can offer.
We can get Archimedes. We can get a missile barrage. That's cool. Fire a missile barrage that hits every enemy on the map.
That's really cool.
It's only a 1-use item, but we can hit everything on the map for 2 damage if we want. Archimedes is good. The fact that we can get our pilot here, who gives us the ability to reposition. I don't know who I'd want to swap for that, though. Maybe the pulse mech, but I really like his ability to move through targets. Abe's not incredible on the artillery, but being able to reposition the artillery after shooting doesn't make a huge difference. Neither for the jet. So as much as this is a really good ability, I don't think it's one we actually need this time. And the grid defense would give us that achievement, but I can always do that later if I want. Let's go for the missile barrage. This seems really cool. We can put that on our jet. Unless we find a better item in a minute. I'm gonna take the missile barrage. It's neat. Let us spend our reputation. We're probably going to buy 3 power cores. Let's see what they're selling us. They're selling us a heat converter. Freeze the tile in front of you and light the tile behind you on fire. That's pretty cool. Not one we're gonna take, but it's neat. The Titanite blade, but we don't have any prime mechs. The frost beam, which we could take, allows us to freeze everything in a line. I kind of like our teleporter combo, though, so I'm going to leave it for now. The unstable cannon pushes the enemy away, pushes us back, and deals 1 damage to us. I think it's actually much cooler to have the ability to barrage the heck out of every enemy on the map. The chip damage means it's not amazing, but it might be pretty good. We'll have to take it out and see how it works. If it doesn't work, we can always swap it back in. No, we're not going to have enough stuff here to get anything additional past 3 power cells, because even if we do sell Lily, that only gives us 11. And that's not super huge. That would let us buff up our grid power and get that achievement, though, which might be worth it. If we get 3 reactor cores, which we're going to, then that'll let us use fully powered this missile barrage, because we can put all 3 into the jet. Question is, do we want to spend the grid power here, or do we want to just save these guys for later? The grid power is not an incredible long-term benefit, but it does let us get that all-important achievement out of the way. Well, we're not going to use Lily, so we're going to donate her to this island. I don't necessarily think this is the best plan, but we're just ensuring we get this. There we go, overpowered. We got the overpower your power grid twice achievement for this team. Now the only one we have left to get is the deal a bazillion smoke damage in one map, and this way at least we know that we're not going to have problems with not being able to get that achievement and not getting that coin there. With that said, we need to put some power into Camilla to get that missile barrage turned on. This thing is not the same kind of firepower as the aerial bombs, but gives us a bit more versatility. Is there anything else I'd rather put the power into right now? Maybe buffing up the rocket artillery, maybe turning on these things. We can do that over time. This gives us a new ability that helps us deal with those big swarms of guys, which should be a pretty big deal. Let's just see what that looks like on the test. Is it just a single barrage at all targets? It is. On this area, it would have been even better, because it'll put smoke everywhere, but we're not going to get that smoke on other maps, because it's just because of the sand dunes here. Interesting. It's only ever one use per battle, but that's still potentially really good for cleaning up the last couple of enemies. Really good for killing scions. They usually have 2 health. So that can just auto-kill a Scion on a turn where we have one, and do chip damage to other things. That seems like a pretty good power. Especially the fact you can put it on anything. Like, that's a really versatile ability. Alright, well, with that said, it's time for us to leave our island and head back to the overworld. So here we are. We have one island left to take over, the industrial detritus disposal, and then we can go take on our volcanic hive. I mean, we could take this at any time, but we're going to try and do all the 4 islands every time, because I think that's way more interesting. We get the higher pressure of the stronger enemies. Either way, thank you very much for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing Into the Breach here for you with the Rusting Hulks. And we've been getting through okay. Not quite as smoothly as our first playthrough, but getting through okay. And I'd love to hear what you think about it so far in the comments below. Either way, thanks for watching. And until next time, bye-bye.